Good morning, loves. How are you? It is your favorite empath, intuitive Kim the Goddess, here to bring our new and exciting daily spiritual messages to the collective. So what I'm going to start doing is posting written daily messages on my Twitter, and I will try to do my best to record these messages as well to post to our YouTube. And what I'll just do is take a picture of the pictures and post them on our Instagram. So if you're on all three of those platforms, it's going to be at Goddess Luvology on Twitter, on YouTube, and also on Instagram. I am working on TikTok. I have the personal TikTok, but I'll get all of that straightened out and I'll give you that information as well. We're still on our 1,000 subscriber campaign, so please feel free to hit the subscribe button and drop down in the comments as well and place your Cash App information if the comments are open, okay? So, my loves, I have been seeing, Spirit has been showing me mountains, valleys, and I shuffled my spiritual animal deck this morning, and guess what popped out? I'm going to take a picture of this and post it on our Instagram, and it may just be our thumbnail as well for this video. But guess what popped out this morning? Again, these hills and valleys. So understand, what I'm getting here is for me to talk about the highs and lows of life, about those cycles, right? So for some reason, we feel like spirituality is this ticket to never having to suffer again, never having to learn lessons again, never having to basically go through life, go through the normal highs and lows of life that strengthen us. So if you're not going through, those cycles, those highs and lows in life, then you're not learning, which means you're not growing. And that means you're not evolving. And that's the purpose of being human, right? So we have to understand that we are going to go through things. We're going to experience unexpected events. Like last week, y'all, I'm so behind because I had a very important unexpected event and I had to prioritize. And sometimes we get thrown off of our course because we have to, stop and take care of these things or stop and take care of those things. But we also have to remember to get back on track, to stay focused and to remember our path and where we are and where we're going, right? So it's important that we understand that once we elevate spiritually, which means we take care of our past karma, we balance those scales, then the highs and lows that we experience are not the same at each level. If you're on the lowest level, that low is going to be very, very low. It's going to feel like you're down in the mud. It's going to feel like you're in quicksand. It's going to feel like you are in this deep, dark hole. But as you elevate spiritually and you climb that scale and you reach those other levels, those aren't the same. The low may be just a slow period for you, and it may just be a time for you to rest and recuperate as well. Okay, so back to these cards. So what popped out originally was personal choice, and I was like, okay, why did y'all do this to me? Give me the message so I could deliver it. But I had to remember they've been showing me messages, and they show me messages daily. But I saw the mountains and the valley in this card, and that just rang true to me, the understanding the highs and the lows of life and preparing and being prepared for those highs and those lows. Okay. Once you get to the point in life where you are in alignment and therefore you're creating your reality with each step, each thought that you take, and you have to get to that point. You have to get into alignment in order for you to be able to, I don't want to say predict, plan each step. Understand that yes, each step is already planned for you, but you have no knowledge of that. So I think that may be also where the confusion is coming in. It's like, okay, it's God's plan, but then I have to, you forget everything when you come into this life, and you have all of these things around you. You have people, you have animals, you have all of these things around you to try to help you to remember what you came here for, what that plan is, what that course is. So when we come here, we have two choices, right? The same thing happened in the garden. They had two choices. They could either follow this path where everything that they need is already there in a line for them. They just have to take each steps and pass each lesson. Or they can go their own way and make their own choices and get off course and just get thrown off and distracted and end up a place where it wasn't intended for them to be. Okay, I hope that makes sense to you guys. So once you come into full alignment and you do the work and you have that spiritual awareness, that breakthrough and that awareness of your path and your plan and your purpose of where it is you're supposed to be going, now you're back on track with God's plan. You're back on track with the plan that you and God had for your life. Okay, I hope all of that made sense, okay, to you guys. So now that you're in alignment, now that you are aware where it is that you're going, now that you know what it is that you're supposed to do, each step along the path gets easier, and you know that those lows, that those towers, that those obstacles that come along the way are to help you to get whatever. And I'm thinking about video games. It's to help you to get that armor, the tools, everything that you need to make it to that next step into that finish line. Okay. So I'm going to read the cougar. I'm talking about the cougar, y'all. I'm going to read, I'm going to read this. Actually the black jaguar was on the bottom, and that card represents an old soul, but it also speaks to walking through life with confidence and grace, understanding that you have power from beyond this world. You have the power of God to create and to manifest within you. They're telling me, no, you have a fraction of that life, that light and that power within yourself to create, right? And what's important is that you focus on what you really want and keep your thoughts and your actions and all of that focused on, especially when you're approaching a new beginning. We're all in preparation for a new beginning. That's what this preparation is for. So we've gone through the transition, all of the towers, well, not all of them, but most of those towers of our past that were holding the majority of us back have fallen, and we now have a clean slate, and it is now up to us to shape our reality and our future on where we're going to go from here. Don't sit around and wait for someone else to tell you what to do. We know we have to survive. We know we have to eat. We know we have bills. We know that our lives really depends on us and the actions that we take, right? So don't wait for that. Right now is your time. I told y'all we won't be out of the clear until April. So understand that as we get closer to that time, things are going to relax a little bit more and start to go into that new norm that we are embarking upon. But it's important that you take this preparation time to prepare for that new beginning, to prepare for that reset. Okay, so I'm going to read the message for this card. Okay, so let's read this card. The black jaguar, the panther. Okay. Oh, without the shimmers. Y'all, I'm trying to multitask. Let me send this lady this link. Okay, so this card speaks of lunar magic, which is moon magic as well, and manifesting and releasing as well. This card also speaks to mystery, charisma, power, profit, protection, passion, strength, stealth. It also speaks to sexual energy, grace, rebirth, and also royalty. So if the black jaguar is your power totem, you are blessed with a fierce guardian. It is a spirit It is a spirit imbued with courage, grace, valor, and power. Panther is a symbol for the dark moon and all the things we can and must see beyond our earthly vision. Black Jaguar is the poet, the prophet, the protector, and the artist. They are so associated with old souls and those who know. Jaguars are also happy to be alone and they are never afraid. This fearlessness comes from knowing what lies beyond the veil and that life is an illusion hiding in an eternal truth of life everlasting. If you're ever lonely, frightened, or lost, call upon the spirit of the Jaguar for company and direction. If Jaguar is your totem, she or he will be there for life's changes, growth, and discovery. Panther teaches that struggle, suffering, and endings push us to become the person we were born to be. Do not resist this gift. A new life awaits the brave souls who are willing to face the dark night of the soul. Wake up to the dawn and walk gracefully into a new world. Panther will be by your side. So when people hear dark, they just, their mind goes to these horror movies and all this stuff that has shaped your reality on what that means. Dark night of the soul is your shadow side. It's the darkness. And understand that, as I just told you guys, that darkness is like the valley, okay? That valley of the shadow of death, the fear of all of those dark things. And it's important that you don't fear it. It's important that you understand that it's for your greatest and highest good. It's important that you don't resist those lessons that take you through your dark places, because those are going to push you to becoming who you're meant to be, and they're going to push you to being on the correct path to fulfilling your purpose and your destiny. Okay? So thank you, Spirit, for that message very, very much. And I think I'm going to read one more card. And this is my Guardian Angel Tarot deck. Guardian Angel Tarot deck. It's a regular tarot deck, but this box is so hard to open. But I love the messages that are on these cards. So I'm just going to pull one card for the collective of these, and we are going to wrap this message up. If this is resonating with you, or if you like these messages, please hit the like button. Also hit subscribe and notifications so that you're notified each and every time I upload a video. All right, so let's get the top card. Go within.